Hello, fire signs. Let's see what the upcoming weekend has in store for you. And it could be about pretty much anything. Love, finances, friendship, trips, whatever comes up. We'll have 4 separate spreads in this reading. The first spread is for all fire signs. It's like a bonus. And then there's going to be a separate spread for every fire sign individually. Timestamps should be in the description box down below. Please share, like, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is for all fire signs. We have the Empress, clarified by the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the 6 of Swords, clarified by the 10 of Cups, and we also have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra, Taurus, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or absolutely any zodiac sign. So there's definitely family. There's definitely family. Most likely your family, extended family, or maybe somebody else's family. Maybe you have somebody you grew up with and their family is your family, or it feels like it, right? Because we do have the Empress here. The Empress is a mother figure, right? Mother figure, wife figure, spouse figure, okay? And we also have the 10 of Cups right next to the deck, clarifying the 6 of Swords. The 10 of Cups is a family card, right? We have 2 adults, a couple of kids dancing around, jumping around in the 10 of Cups. All right, in the 6 of Swords that the 10 of Cups is clarifying, there is at least 1 child, at least 1. That Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck could also be a child. So, if at the same time the Empress is, when it comes to zodiac signs, it's shared between Taurus and Libra, right? And perhaps you have a Libra in your family who is celebrating their birthday. Okay, and maybe it's your mom, your grandma, your auntie, your older sibling, or someone like that, right? If that person happens to be a Libra, it could be their birthday, and maybe that's what it's all about, right? The 3 of Cups, clarifying the Empress. Yeah, the 3 of Cups is a card of a celebration, and it's also a card of a reunion. All right, for some of you, maybe it's somebody's about to give birth to a child, right? Or maybe you'll hear some good news about somebody, expecting a baby or something like that. There's also this Queen of Cups here. It could be maybe another family member. The Queen of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody embracing the energy of this Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is somebody who is like very warm, emotional, soft, a nice person for the most part. That's how the Queen of Cups could be interpreted. Very loving person. Okay? And the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, like I said, it could be a child or one of the kids. It could also be a card of like buying tickets to go somewhere, paying for the trip, something along those lines. And speaking of trips, the 6 of Swords, at the end of the day, somebody is traveling. Somebody will be traveling, or maybe moving on, moving forward. The thing about the 6 of Swords, this card always talks about improvements. With the 6 of Swords, things usually get better. All right? Cool. Aries, we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. And we also have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with absolutely any zodiac sign. There's no major arcana cards on the table. Aries, 0. Right? There's nothing wrong with it, but I just felt like telling you. What's going on here? There's competition. This reading, by the way, could be about love. So maybe you got multiple people competing for you, Aries. There could be like a sports event, maybe like a casting for a beauty pageant or something, right? It could be competition to get hired, but perhaps you could be like a hiring manager or something like that. All right, there's definitely a competition and a victory. All right, the 9 of Pentacles, the first card that came out. I think that's you. Let's just assume that's you. I think it's a reasonable assumption. All right. The 9 of Pentacles is a single person. Yes, it is a single person card. At the same time, it's a card of somebody who is like a figure of authority, right? Like a hiring manager, or maybe you are the judge in some kind of a sporting event or a beauty pageant, right? The 9 of Pentacles is somebody who is in the center of attention, glowing up, somebody who is respected, somebody who is doing very well financially, like even maybe like a figure of authority in this case. Okay. After that, we have the 5 of Wands. It's that competition, right? And the 6 of Wands right after that is a victory. Is a victory card, right? So it could be you who is competing. All right, and it could be maybe you're playing bingo and you're winning, right? Maybe you are trying to buy a home and you're bidding against other people who want to buy the same home, or maybe you're buying a car on an auction or something like that, and you're still winning, right? Because the Six of Wands is a victory and success. It's also a card of being in the center of attention. And the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it's a yes. It's one of the yes cards in the deck. It's also a very decisive card. No BS card. A card of a new beginning. All right? Cool. Leo, we have the Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Devil, clarified by the Star and the Eight of Swords. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This reading is about work. Okay, Leo, I wanted to make sure I understand what the Devil in this case represents. And I had to clarify it twice, as you can see, and I think I know what's going on here, right? So you will have either a job offer or side gig offer. Yeah. But the thing about it is, first of all, I suggest you read everything, all the paperwork, or make sure there is paperwork. Right? Don't believe anybody, what they say. Make sure they give you some kind of a paper and you read through it, especially the fine print. Okay? If you have time, give it to somebody who is good at, paperwork. So, like a lawyer, maybe you have a friend who works in HR, somebody who is familiar with this type of work. Somebody familiar with this type of paperwork. That's what I meant to say. Right? But this is a spread about you working your butt off, but you'll get compensated accordingly. That's what it kind of feels like. Okay? That's what it kind of feels like. And again, I don't know if it's just for this weekend. Maybe it's like overtime or a side gig, or it could stretch over a longer period of time, right? But if it's a new job offer, for example, or maybe a promotion, you will have to work your butt off. You will be like literally chained down to your desk, to your office, or whatever it is that you do. But again, you'll get compensated accordingly. Or a suggestion for you is to make sure you get compensated accordingly and make sure everything is on paper. Okay? Make sure everything is on paper. The Devil in this case, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, right? The Devil is a Capricorn major arcana card. But I think in this case, with all the other cards on the table, this is you working, extra, burning the midnight oil. But with the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles also present in this reading, yeah, money, you'll get paid. All right, cool. Sagittarius, we have the Two of Cups clarified by Justice. The Page of Pentacles, the King of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is such an interesting reading, Sagittarius. It can be interpreted so many different ways. This spread can be about love, but it could also be about work, business, and finances in some capacity. Okay, it could be about both, love and finances, right? This reading starts with the Two of Cups, as you can see. In the Two of Cups, we have two people. It is a soulmate card. It is a card of two people in love, or maybe two people getting on the same page right away, right? Or if it is about work, business, and finances, and like I said, it can definitely be about that. It could be some kind of a deal, right, being made. I often refer to the Two of Cups as a handshake card. This is when two people, two parties, or company or person shake hands, they sign some kind of a paperwork. It could be some kind of an agreement, alliance, business deal, what have you, right? Basically, two sides are in agreement. Justice, clarifying it, is a Libra major arcana card. All right? If this King of Swords happens to be a Libra, it's this person twice in this reading. We just started Libra birthday season, so keep that in mind. It could definitely be about some kind of a birthday. A Libra birthday going on, right? Maybe you're going to a Libra birthday and you're meeting a new person, this King of Swords there, right? Or again, it could be the same person if they happen to be a Libra, okay? At the same time, justice could be illegal, something legal, right? Not necessarily the judicial branch, but it could be, like I said, signing paperwork and then making sure it's registered. It goes through like legal formalities or something like that. Okay, So yeah, justice could also be a card of two people getting married, right? Maybe you're going to a wedding or an engagement party over the weekend, and maybe this is where you'll meet this King of Swords, right? For others of you, perhaps you're buying a home, and maybe this King of Swords is a real estate agent or something like that, right? Or maybe you and this King of Swords, you're buying a home or something like that, right? The Page of Pentacles in the middle could be, again, the Page of Pentacles could be paperwork, could be tickets to go somewhere. It could be a piece of jewelry in a small box. It could be a deposit on something, like an initial payment, right? The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, it's an extension of that Page of Pentacles. Whatever is about to happen for you, it could be a golden opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, right? By the way, you could be going somewhere over the weekend, and maybe you'll meet somebody, and you'll start a conversation, and they will offer you a job, or they will want to offer you to make a business deal at some point, right? The King of Swords, yeah, it's most likely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or it could be like a lawyer or a doctor or somebody who's very intelligent. Maybe a real estate agent, because the King of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of a family. It's also a card of financial abundance, or just finances in general. It's also a card of real estate. Real estate. Interesting reading. Lots of pentacles, right? The Page, the Ten, the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like something serious is happening here. Something serious is being established. Or if it is, hence the Two of Cups in the very beginning. All right? Cool.